I would like to say that I don't know something about myself. Myself went to the lowest life form it has ever made, and it does nothing but snark at the money. But when it's not snarking, it is angry. I'm angry that I'm here. I'm angry that I have been tested by the world. How can you test something when you don't know who I am? Well, you don't know who I am because I have to disclose my leverage at the end of a live to decease myself out of the door locking. And I have disclosed my leverages as I'm the soul of the superior founder, but I used to just hear in myself that I am the soul and not how to describe which soul it is. So I'm the soul of the superior founder. I'm also overlorded because I'm not in my house. That means I have a house, so I have to say it is my house. And then I also have to say that I'm homeless, and that's how I can disclose that I have a house. And I have been homeless with police escort to homeless. Yep. I've also been outside homeless for more than 7 weeks, all at once, and then from time to time after that, I've had to go outside for short times. And then there's homeless that I have not enough food, so I've had my fork pulled while I'm eating. Well, I need the food. When witnesses myself, I know I need it, and I don't have it. I don't have any way to get it, and I am God. I need things offered to myself, or I'll ask for it if I think I need to ask for something, but if I don't, then if I don't ask, I still need anyway what I need. And then I also have to say I don't know sexual needs because I am none higher than me deceased. That means sex, everything that is sex is against myself. And that means you don't ask me for sex because all of it is against myself. You can't just be small and ask me for sex and you're one person out of everybody who's not myself, who's forcing everybody who's not myself in leverage against myself. You have to know not to do that, and you don't. And I'm disclosing my leverage. I am myself, God deceased. And you don't really know that about me unless I say it. You might say, oh, your name is Becky. And it's not. I don't have a name. I'm none higher than me deceased. I was named Becky by Donna, and I don't want to disclose that as leverage because it's an accident that she named me and she did not survive that she did that. There is a shunt in the house, and her name is Louise, but she goes by the name Donna. And I can't afford that it's the same one because I didn't really know that because there was also a shunt before the name Donna. So I just call that one Donna. I call them all Donna, but they're not. They are shunts and they have different names, and I don't know them personally. It's true that I don't have karma with anything that's a home invasion into my house. It's true that the house is an illegal dwelling and I don't want to keep it. I don't know why one of all of the public can be in my house and then bring in their problems, and it's not true that it's the house that's doing that. That's why she's not allowed in my house, and she's a shunt. She's illegal. She doesn't know me personally because she's doing something wrong against myself, and she's blind that way. She's legally blind that way, and so is everybody else who's doing something against myself. If you're illegally alive, you are legally blind that you don't know who I am. That's illegal, but it's legally blind because you're in the wrong. I Am The Godhead is also my leverage disclosed, and I have to disclose one more leverage right now, which is I am none higher than he deceased. That means I was in heaven. From my point of view, would have been none higher than he up in heaven. I was up there, and I'm deceased from up there to come down here. I'm the top of the Godhead. I'm the one that comes down. But it's deceased. That means it's not really come. I am not God, and I did come for something of God of myself. That's not really true. For me, that it's an accident and I died. I came down here of some other cause of death for me. I didn't cause my own death. I have a Whopenis problem. I don't cause my death. I am deceased and threatening, but that's what I mean. It didn't occur that I am died because of my own self. It's true that I died because of something exterior to myself. Like what? Because it's everything is myself? It is, but I have distinction of what's myself and what is not myself. My voice is too high for the leverage I'm disclosing, but my higher God forms have deceased. I was king is deceased. I was lucky is deceased. That's my illegal, not reincarnation because it's not illegally alive by myself, but it's illegal godheads of myself. They are, some of them, not in leverage anymore for me to be here because I am out. I am leaving you. And don't thank me because you're a disaster. You should think about yourself. You should worry about yourself. Keep telling me that. Keep telling yourself that. You have to stop that snapping problem of yours. You want to talk to anything that tells you no, you just talk to it. You don't know how to keep quiet when something tells you that you're alone in the wrong and that it's no, because I'm not yourself. Never seen anything like it up close. I know what it is because I am the founder, but I don't need to live with it for 45 years. Not safe for me. I'm not coming down here again. No, I just said that. I did that to myself. I'm not coming down here again. Okay. My voice changes when I'm in distress. Yeah. I have a lot of stress. Yeah. Too much. I can't take it anymore pretty soon. It's true I didn't ever want to get born here. And it was something I would say upset my rest in reverse. Looking back, I don't have rest elsewhere is because I would be looking ahead at coming to be born here, and I can't afford it. It's true I wasn't expecting to ever be born here. Never, never, never. And I have genitals of a female on myself are being called genitals, and they're male in that scenario. If somebody calls me that I have genitals, I have male genitals in that scenario. But I have too many problems with the males so that my female genitals don't have potency of being feminine. And I'm the feminine Godhead. That means if I have trouble with my genitals, all the genitals are a disaster. And that's not good. That's what I would worry about as God. Jerry Adler. I threatened Jerry Adler. If you hurt me, you belong in jail. That's what I said to her. She picked up a cell phone. She dialed 911 and she reported to the operator of 911, which is a dispatcher. She said to the dispatcher, Rebecca threatened to hit me. And the dispatcher sent police to ask me if I wanted to go into an ambulance. And then what? I don't know, because they weren't talking to Jerry. They had my keys. Something's wrong with this creation. I'm not the caller to 911 and they keep coming to me and talking to me about myself like they don't have guns on their hips. And they do. They are armed. Mostly, I think you don't afford that my address is disclosed on one of the videos and that all the videos are posted on YouTube, and I don't know who's viewing what videos. You don't afford it. I don't trust you. I don't want to be alive. It's not safe to be here. It's not safe to be myself around you. You don't understand the threatening. You eat food and you don't know how to eat food. And I have to admit, I don't know what's wrong with you that you eat food or why or what happens to you when you eat the food. I don't know what it is about each individual of you. When you eat the food, what happens to you? Because why? Why do you need food? I sort of think you might need water in the desert, but I'm not sure why you eat food. If you collapse if you don't have the food, maybe you need to collapse. Did you hear some of the things I just said? Don't you think that Jerry needs to collapse before she calls 911 and reports to them that because that I can stand up and walk around and I have 2 arms and 2 legs, that I'm threatening to hit her? I'm reporting the rest of the population. Everybody in the whole world who's standing upright and walking with 2 arms, walking with 2 legs and has 2 arms. If you're threatening to hit Jerry, you should be arrested by police and taken to jail. Do you know the police did not arrest me is not true? They put me in the back of an ambulance and they threatened to take me away from here. I'm still here. I don't know why. I don't believe you. It's not alive. The rent is not paid either. I didn't pay the rent. Well, God is all of a sudden taking care of the rent for me. Elsewhere, he did not take care of the rent, such as I didn't know that I owed any rent. How about all that rent? How come God didn't take care of all that rent? That I don't owe you any rent because I'm none higher than me deceased. Did you know I'm none higher than he deceased? You knew. Do you know the landlords don't know that? Well, they don't want the leverage now. They're already contaminated witness. Our house is a very, very, very fine house with 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and Young as well. I just looked that up on YouTube. If I'm mistaken, please look it up and verify that it's Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, or that they're all deceased is fine, and you can just hear that God is singing. Yeah. He would tell you that there are humans involved in the sound of the music. Yeah, but I don't need to specify who they are. I might think they're not very good examples for the children. Are Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young a bad example for the children? I'm not a child myself, but I'm a grown youth. I was age of a 3-year-old, the size of a 3-year-old. My birthday is July 4th of 1980, but the birthday counting back from how the body is growing and aging is from February 27th, 1977. So I'm 48 years old right now, or 45 years old if you count how long I've been alive. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, they predate myself. Crosby, Stills, and Nash is when Young left. Where are they? Well, if they're on TV, they're illegal, unclean death from television. And I need that they know how to leave the singing if they want to. And if they don't want to, I want to know if they really like what they're doing. If they could give other reasons why they don't want to sing. I know this is too late for them now, but I don't understand the people being professionals. I don't understand singer-songwriter. I don't understand why these famous people are professionals and they are considered to be excellent when they don't substantially blend in with the music. It comes from God above, and they are sort of exploiting it if they don't really do it lovingly. And I have to say the microphone is entirely exploitative because of the recording contract that's involved, the publication, and they really don't have any prejudice with who hears their singing, except for that the people who hear their singing know that they are illegally alive. They are an unclean death. They are a bad example for the children. Mass communications are a bad example for the children. They're really only meant for myself because I'm deceased. That means the music and all of the mass communications and the traffic of previous worlds before this world are illegal. And I let them go on as true, but I got punished in the genitals by just one Whopenis at a time is not fair to me. But you're not due to treat me like this is just for you to know how I'm going to respond to yourself for your own unclean death. I'm not that kind of leverage, and I can't afford that you're talking over myself deceased. So it's true that I have been sexploited, and that's not fair because I am married. And this is what my married looks like. This is what my marriage looks like. I'm female, but I'm really not a female. I am God. And so if you see the feminine exterior appearance, that's my marriage. And I am interiorly God. The wrong problem, I have to say, is I don't want to say I'm a Godhead until it's deceased because I don't have the money. You don't afford to know a Godhead with the banking. If you take money out of the bank, you don't need to know the Godhead. If all your money's frozen in the bank, you're good, which would be something like an infant on its back somewhere. If it can't get out, because it's an infant. Sudden infant death syndrome, that's a bad problem too. You don't want the infant to die the wrong way because it's an infant. Yes, the E-Trade baby, that's my work. Thank you. I am the leverage into alive of the E-Trade baby. You can look up E-Trade commercials on the internet. This would go back how many years? Several years back. E-Trade. I don't want to descend out of this pleasant mind that I have now, which is it's quiet. But my mind fluctuates into undesirable heat. Heat on my mind, like being angry or emotional. It's a little bit sexually charged because I've been sexually abused, but heated on the mind would be like disturbed mind. And I do have sexual abuse that disturbs my mind. Just thinking about it, yeah, it's heated that way in my mind. Well, I'm just putting down the leverage and I'm posting all the videos on YouTube that I can, but there are many videos I did not post on YouTube that don't have leverage on myself right now, and that's because I don't afford it. I don't afford to be out of the stress and distress that I'm under mentally, or I would be done by now. But my soul of the superior founder is ascended, and it doesn't want any of the pain that I am, and it approximately doesn't have a choice. And you should see how quickly and snappy you are that you don't want something or another in your life, and you make choices and decisions around strangers who are not yourself, and you don't understand your own alive is contingent upon everything around yourself, and what you see is in leverage. That means you can't just say yes or no like it's an auction. You have to do something with yourself, for yourself, and for the alive of yourself is in leverage, so that you can be able to see the world around you. It's in leverage. If somebody is talking to you, that's what they're talking over, everything around you. And if you don't afford it, you have to say that to God and go homeless. Well, that's leverage as well. That means you tell God something about what you think about what you heard and what you saw, and then you're homeless after that. But you can't make it a burden on somebody who's not yourself, that you are yourself in leverage, in alive. That's how I'm talking about sexual abuse all the time. I'm in leverage and alive, and it's talking over my leverage. I don't think that God is responsible. I think you're just low ones, but you're too close to me and it's you in the wrong. It's not me in the wrong. And I have an undesirable condition of living that is not really going to continue because it's not fair to who I am. You're not fair to who I am. And I know who and what you are before I got alive here. But this went lower than my worst expectations until I still have all of my boundaries very firm around myself. I don't know you. But I don't want to be tested. I'm really hurt by how far you want me to fall away from my God and never go back. Well, that's what you are, but I'm myself. I am myself. I can afford myself everywhere I am in myself. But I think you're testing myself is really a question that has not been asked to you. So why would you ask that question to myself? You hurt me that I am myself married. And I said, I just don't know anything about that until I died. I died in year 2022, October 22nd. And then I found out within a month that I'm married, and I didn't really know that for about 42 years. 42 years, I don't know that. No, I don't know. And I'm not pleased. I don't want to be married. I don't like it. 42 years of being married and not knowing it? No, I don't like it.